2015 nuclear agreement. Can you elaborate on that? When do we expect to deal with Iran? Is it imminent? It will take time.
Michel, you've heard us say this before. We are engaged indirectly in negotiations in Vienna because of a couple things. We believe that a mutual return to compliance with the JCPOA remains, as of this moment, the best means by which to reinstall those permanent, verifiable restrictions on Iran's nuclear program. And second, we're engaged in this process because we believe a mutual return to compliance is still possible. We believe the window of opportunity remains open. Now, that window is closing. It is becoming narrower and narrower. I don't want to characterize precisely where we are beyond what you've heard us say during the course of this round, and that is to say that there has been some progress achieved. But if we are to get there, that progress needs to outpace the speed with which Tehran's nuclear program has moved forward, has advanced. So we need to see progress be more than modest. We need to see it be more than incremental. We need to see that progress continue and quicken if we are going to get there in time to affect a mutual return to compliance with the JCPOA.
And one on the Secretary's meeting yesterday with the Kuwaiti Foreign Minister. Did they discuss Lebanon and the proposals that the Arab League and Kuwait delivered to the Lebanese government, and they are waiting for response from the Lebanese government by the end of this month? And one of the proposals is to dismantle Hezbollah.
It was discussed in the strategic dialogue with the foreign minister of Kuwait. I believe this was the fifth strategic dialogue between the United States and Kuwait. Lebanon was certainly one of the issues that came under discussion. This fifth strategic dialogue, of course, came on the occasion of, well, right on the heels, I should say, of 60 years of diplomatic relations with Kuwait, 30 years since the United States and a coalition came together to liberate Kuwait in the early 1990s. So it was an auspicious occasion. It was also an opportunity for the Secretary to welcome the foreign minister after the Emir and the foreign minister welcomed the Secretary to Kuwait City last year. Kuwait has been a vital partner across any number of fronts. We've spoken of the tremendous assistance that our Kuwaiti partners offered in terms of relocation efforts with Afghanistan. We've spoken of the important role that Kuwait has played as, in many ways, a regional bridge, helping to heal the rift in the GCC, helping to address the situation in Lebanon, a key partner in the global coalition to defeat ISIS or Daesh. So there was much to discuss, and Lebanon and the other areas where Kuwait has played a very helpful, constructive role was certainly on the agenda.
Were the proposals coordinated with the U.S. before presenting them to Lebanon?
We have a very close relationship with Kuwait. There is deep and regular coordination with our Kuwaiti partners. Sean?
Can I just follow up on your response on Iran? It's been a few days since the Iranians have made noises about potentially having more direct talks with the United States. Has there been any progress on that? Do you expect the direct meeting between Ron Valley or, for that matter, anyone else and the Iranians?
Well, Sean, again, that's a question that is best directed at the Iranians because we have been clear since this process started in April that we would find direct engagement, direct diplomacy to be more effective, potentially to be swifter in terms of the pace. It would help to prevent misunderstandings. These are also highly technical, highly complex questions, which direct diplomacy would benefit from. So we are not currently engaged in direct talks. Our understanding is Iran has not yet agreed to direct talks, but again, we believe we should be. We remain prepared to meet directly. We've long held the position it would be productive to do so, both in the context of the JCPOA and on other issues, whether it's bilaterally, whether it's multilaterally. The advantages that direct diplomacy has the potential to convey are great. The other point I'll make is that when it comes to the JCPOA, engaging directly could help to increase the pace of the progress that we've seen. If we are, as I said before, going to be in a position to achieve a mutual return to compliance, we need that progress to be moving along at a quick clip. And again, there are some drawbacks when it comes to the indirect nature of these discussions. We are reliant on our partners in the P5+1 context to convey messages back and forth, literally playing the middleman, playing what we hope is not a game of telephone, but obviously there are some drawbacks to that format. So that is why we've long been consistent, long been clear that direct engagement would be to everyone's advantage.
Could I ask something